Welcome back, family. Welcome to the Reiki Healing Hope Community, a place to heal, relax, be yourself, and be surrounded by those who want to see you blossom and or bloom. I am Jessica. What's up, everybody? A Reiki master teacher and intuitive, and today we have a very special healing session. We are going to be supercharging your ability. So yesterday we started by activating, we did cleansing and clearing. So if you didn't get a chance to watch that video, go ahead and watch that session and allow yourself to be opened up and cleared out and activated. And today we're just going to pour some more energy there as we go through this magical march. So if you really enjoy these magical concepts, go ahead and join us on Patreon, where we get into this. Subscribe to the channel, share with your friends, share with your communities. So excited. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay. So you're already used to this. You already know what it's like to bring this energy in. You are interested in this metaphysical stuff in one way or the other. Sometimes for people it's just the education of it. I know for myself with astrology it was very analytical for me. So I'm just working on your energy, just making sure it's okay before we get started. Okay. And for others, they're into more of the applied impact of working with energy in various ways based off of their lineage and their tradition. So there is a plethora of opportunities for us to come together and be able to utilize this energy. The session really has a foundation in the opportunity to collectively channel. So those who are watching it, those who have watched it, it defies space and time. So this collective channeling session gives us an opportunity to be able to amplify the energy. That is why it was so important to initiate yesterday. And today we are going to take it to another level, because when you want to be able to manifest, to bring things, to make sure that your spells and your petitions are working, you're going to need to have that part, that energy, that strong enough force, that strong enough spark to make sure that it actually works. Because when you just do a little spark like that, really what you do is you're able to manifest on a smaller scale, which is not bad if you're just dabbling. But if you are like myself, I like to get into it, y'all. I like to jump on in and be like, how big and bad can we be? So this is an opportunity for you to get as big and as bad as you'd like to be. And go ahead and comment in the comment section what your big manifestation goal is, and let's continue to build and feed off of that with each video that comes out this month to be able to work towards that. So go ahead and just focus. Breathing in, exhaling. Give me a couple more of these. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Exhale. So I start the session off with a prayer. It is not a religious prayer. It is just a prayer to connect you to your spiritual, your healing, your whatever you want to call it, your experience, and to connect us as a collective. And because consent matters, do I have your permission to say a prayer? Okay. Dear Mother, Father, God, and all for the highest vibrational good, please connect us to the Reiki Masters, the Ascended Masters, Master Jesus, Master Buddha, Master Katumi, Yamonja, Oshun, Mawu, and all the Taras. Please connect us to the Archangel, Spirit Guides, Spirit Animals, our lineage, and all for our highest vibrational good only, rooting us down in our individual healing experience and bringing us together as a community. I say all of this in the name of I am, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Okay, so I'm just gonna start by doing some Reiki symbols just to open this up, and just breathe in and out, and just it can be a gesture of having the chest and the hands up, open, and breathing in and out here, in and out, in and out, in and out. Okay, fantastic job. And so yesterday we worked on making sure that your energy was being balanced and flowing in the direction that it needs to. So let's just take a moment to make sure you feel good, because right now in your life you have a lot screaming at you that it's time to move on. And it's different because you might find yourself wanting to move on to maybe something that is much more practical, or something that reminds you in the way of like the past. So there's this very interesting Saturn-Uranus energy that happens to be happening right now. You know, Uranus is shock and awe, and Saturn is discipline. And so there's this really complex conversation happening between the two, but energetically it is to push you in the direction of, okay, so this is where you really need to be. You've been stuck in a certain place, some by circumstance, and sometimes we just, we undervalue ourselves. So you've been stuck at a certain place, and it's time to move on. It is time to move on and to release the fear, because that's the only thing that's holding you back. Everything else you can manifest, but if you do not emotionally check the fear, it's gonna get in the way. So opening you up here and just scanning for the fear, just to see where it is, so that we can just shine a light on it and be like, get the fuck up. Okay. So what came up was belief systems. So the way that I am interpreting this, you having a limited belief in what you actually can do. So let me say this more clearly. You have not pushed yourself in the direction that you actually want to go. You may have pushed yourself in directions that you felt like, made sense, but you really didn't want to be there, if that makes sense to you. So can you imagine if you sacrifice by not doing what you love, and you push yourself in a direction that you don't necessarily want to go in, and you fail? What is the difference, failing at something you don't like and failing at something you love? At least if you fail, or honestly, it's just like you have these different, setbacks and stuff. If you have a fail or a stumble in a trajectory that you love, at least you can fall forward. Think about when you trip, just don't trip backwards, trip forward, and then you can get up and you happen to be a couple more steps further along and in the direction that you want to go in. So relax. It is not that there is anything wrong with you, okay? Because I can feel your energy activating more and more, and I just need to clear out the fact that there's nothing wrong with you. Nothing at all. There's nothing wrong with you. It's not even that you have to change something about yourself. It's the environment. You're just not in the environment that really is going to make you world class at something that you actually excel in. and to understand that, make peace with that, and release, surrender, and move on. So breathe in and out. I'm just going to pull this energy down from universe, source, or whatever it is you believe in. You can allow it to come from the sun, from the moon, from stars. And I'm going to just pull this energy down and just kind of put it over you like a veil, as a layer of protection, groundedness, and to be able to see more clearly. To be able to see more clearly where you want to go, where you should be, without like fear, like, but. So placing that above and below, above and below, above and below, above and below. Okay, good job. Good job. You are doing a fantabulous, I don't know if that's a word. Sorry if it's a weird word. You're doing a fantastic job. Okay. So I'm going to go in. Make sure you're feeling nice and good. And just removing that fear. Let the fear come to the front. I know that sometimes when fear comes to the front, it feels scary. It feels like, ooh. Just let it come to the front. There may be sensations, but I need you to disconnect with internalizing the fact that fear is present. Fear is normal. It happens. But sometimes it kind of wiggles its way into some deep part of you that you didn't even realize that it's kind of like a parasite. It's just trying to live there. Fear sometimes can be a great motivator in certain areas. But when it gets too accommodated in a certain part of your life, body, whatever, it's just time that it needs to be like, move around, move somewhere else, or go somewhere else. The goal is not to be happy-go-lucky every day. The goal is just to feel like you have autonomy and agency over your body, your thoughts, your mind, and your feelings. And that's the important part. So I'm going to get into some clearing here. My favorite tool to use, which this is cinnamon. I have always loved cinnamon. I literally used to eat the stick as a child, so I feel very connected to it. I'm very, very root chakra based, very, as you hear me speak all the time about having a strong foundation, having your needs met, talking about manifesting, bringing the energetic into the physical. So that is really strongly a part of my abilities and my attraction to the energy work. And so this seems to be the tool that works best for me. So just breathe this in, okay? Breathe it in and out. So here's your little cinnamon trick. If you burn cinnamon and turn it over, you get this really cool stream of cleansing. And just blow on it a little bit to be able to activate it more. Okay. So the only thing preventing you from being able to supercharge your abilities is just fear. And I'm just going to work on moving that out. And I need you to work with me by releasing and surrendering. Trust yourself, trust the universe, trust God, trust whatever it is you believe in. Trust. That's really the only thing you have to do. And get very serious internally and energetically about what you want. Claim it and put forth action to say, I will do whatever needs to happen to be able to make this materialize. Good job. Good job. So we have our cinnamon cleansing. Wonderful. 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 How do you feel? Tell me about the fear. Tell me about something that you have to let go in order to receive your next level, in order to get that life promotion. Tell me more, just be honest. Doesn't have to make sense. Whatever you got is just enough. Okay? Okay. You can do it. 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 Don't let a fear or don't let a feeling of be a reason to not proceed. The goal is not to be this perfectly zen person who goes into spaces and things never impact them and they always make grounded decisions. The goal is just to be human, to show up for yourself and to push yourself, which is uncomfortable, to speak up for yourself, to advocate for yourself, to take ownership of your life. And that can be scary sometimes. It's scary conversations, or it's scary movements, or sometimes having to explain to other people why you made the decision that you made in your life to go forward. But this is uncovering the purpose, okay? So let's just take a couple moments. And I rarely send energy because each person is different. Sometimes people have too much energy. You send them too much energy and then it's like, exacerbates the problem. Sometimes they don't have enough. Sometimes it's stagnant. Sometimes it needs to be moved. So I rarely send energy. But today I'm going to send energy simply with the intent to supercharge your magical abilities, because whatever it is that you are destined to do, this is going to help open you up, to give you the energy and to feed your soul to be like, I can do it. I can do it. Okay? So this will not hurt. Just breathe in and out. I'm going to be quiet for a little bit, but I am still here with you, okay? Okay. So continue to breathe in and out. I'm going to place my hands right here on your crown chakra, and I'm going to send that energy down as if it was kind of like a syringe pushing kind of fluid in. I don't know if that's the best analogy, but pushing that into you, forcing you to be confident, forcing you to be happy in your body, forcing you to be happy with yourself, forcing you to be awakened and aware and in this moment. And so, however you feel now, I want you to keep this feeling going. And how you keep this feeling going is just to have gratitude and just to say thank you for everything that you want. Just say thank you, universe, for giving me this, or thank you, universe, for allowing me to live whatever it is that you want. I know it sounds a little weird, like, can I have? But when you ask the universe, can I have? You will always be in a state of, can I have? But if you say thank you to the universe for what you already have, even if you don't have it yet, you put yourself in the state to be able to receive exactly what it is that you want. And it's okay. It's a lesson that we learn and then we have to relearn because things change and things are very cyclical, but it is okay. You're perfect exactly as you are. Your soul is perfect exactly as it is. So connect with this energy. So tomorrow we are going to be opening up, and we are going to be making sure that what you need to do and manifest is very clear. I know that the progression, or maybe you don't feel this way and you're just enjoying it, but for me, to speak of myself, the progression is consistent and daily, rather than, okay, you're activated, now let's manifest. No, everything takes steps. Everything takes just putting one foot in front of the other. And that's what we're doing. We're setting you up for success. We are not setting you up to be able to bring energy in and then also not be able to regulate and balance and work through other things. So that's why this is going in the way that it's going, or flowing in the way that it's flowing. So tomorrow we're going to have the opportunity to make sure you are clear. So from today to tomorrow, what I want you to do is to really sit down and think, what is it that I want? What is it that I want that will bring me to that life promotion? And tomorrow we are going to get very clear on that. We are going to reduce it to very simple points. And then we're just going to take off there with all of those request videos. So just so you know, if you want to see a magical video, go ahead and put it in the comments section. Also, let me know if you miss the soft spoken. I feel like the last time I did a soft spoken version was maybe in May, and I know a few of you have been missing that feeling of the soft spoken. So let me know if you liked it, because the more I hear that you like it, the more I will do. So family, I enjoyed our session today. I'm so excited. I mean, when I say April 1st is going to transform you, as long as you show up for yourself, because Saturn is still important, which is discipline. You can't just say something and not take actions. But you do that Uranus, that shock and off, like, you know what, fuck this life. I'm about to go and have this life promotion. Your April 1st is going to be fantabulous. And I believe in you. Believe in yourself. Let's do the damn thing. We gonna do this, okay? Okay, cool. So family, I'm gonna clear you out for the moment. I cannot wait. I'm so excited for tomorrow. And I'm going to say, if no one has said it, do not touch your face. Wash your hands for at least 30 seconds. Wear a mask in public and be sweet to yourself. Love you, love you, love you, love you. Cannot wait until tomorrow. But until then, I'll see you later. Catch you later. Bye.